The grass is always on the other side. My mom went a shopping spree from a grocery store, and they said she had 2 minutes to run around and grab everything she could for free. She went straight for the cash register. I told her to go for the butter. In this economy in Alabama, we cannot afford name brand butter. We cannot even afford regular generic butter. We have to buy generic butter. It's called I can't believe I can't afford it. I can't believe it's not butter. I'm just trying to communicate with you Utah people. Sometimes I buy generic hand sanitizer. It's called soapy water. I don't know about germs, but it kills 99.9% of dirt. Our yard's all dirt back in Alabama. We cannot afford grass or sod. My mama told me that old saying, the grass is always on the other side. One time I was out there in that old dusty yard, and I got bit by a big old fat ant. It was Aunt Peggy. Aunt Peggy used to teach me all those old Alabama sayings, like an apple a day will not keep the doctor away, but a restraining order will. She said, don't count your chickens, because those chickens are not even your chickens. If you're illiterate, you have to judge a book by its cover. Do we have any musicians in here? Well, that's awkward. Stupidest song I've probably ever heard is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, How I Wonder What You Are. It's a star, like you just said that. I started a hotline for people who struggle with incompletion. Just dial 1-800. I see you shaking your head at me. I see this. This ain't on Facebook yet, buddy. I'm looking right at you, and you made me real mad. You really crossed the line now. My day job is I'm a school teacher, and you made me so I will write you up so fast it would be very fast. What is your name, sir? I don't really care. Let me tell you something, buddy. So, when I was growing up in Alabama, I teach at a wonderful high school now. It's Auburn High School. It's a college town. Very smart kids. We're doing great. But when I was growing up in Alabama, we used to rank 49th in education. Did y'all know that? Ranked 49th in education. And I told my school teacher, and she said, who got 4010th? I told that joke in Mississippi, they didn't get it. I used to just sit in the back of the classroom and suck on sunflower seeds, and I was pretty disappointed when somebody else in my class got voted most likely to succeed. There's like two of y'all that are cacklers. You remember that old commercial for Sure deodorant? You remember that? Raise your hand if you're sure. My mom used to buy me Perhaps deodorant. Their slogan was, perhaps you should keep your arms down. Trust me, the expiration date at the bottom of deodorant is there for a reason. If you eat it after that, you will get sick. I lost 8 pounds one time with a generic weight loss program. It's called food poisoning. On a good day, my boss goes around saying that she feels like $1 million. That's good for you, but I cannot afford that. On a good day, I feel like a coupon. You laughed like a woman just now. What is your name, sir? Logan. I'm gonna be honest with you, Logan. I started talking when my ears heard it, and by the time I saw you, it was too late. I was too deep in. You're a big boy, Logan, so. I formally apologize to you, sir. But you do. That's what makes it so weird. Like you're a big boy laughing like that. I don't know. It didn't. Like, please don't hurt me and all, but that's ridiculous. Y'all didn't realize that y'all were the ones gonna get heckled, did you? You didn't see that coming, did you, Logan? So, and sir, I never did catch your name. What was your name over here?
Charlie.
Charlie, all right. Well, don't take this personally, but I hate you. I'm just teasing. You seem like a very nice man. So, Charlie, have you ever heard of those? In Alabama, they have these, like, artificial tans in a bottle. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you heard of these? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? All right. So my uncle used to use one of those, and I wrote him a little poem. And so, roses are red, violets are blue, but you are orange. I never said it was a good poem. I never said that. My wife, I should have pointed her out sooner. I'm sorry that I didn't. My wife's actually right back there. Could y'all give a big hand for my wife right back there? Thank you. She's actually about 800 miles back. She's still in Alabama. Where's the cameraman? She's watching this live right now. I did want to give her like a longing glare. Which is the up close camera? This one? That was supposed to be like a personal moment between my wife and I. It was really rude when y'all hollered like that, and I do not appreciate that. Logan. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. I'm an artist. Do we have any artists in here? What do you draw? Realistic art? That was a reasonable answer that you gave. One woman just hollered like she's being murdered back there. So try that in the job. The answer was yes. I asked, quote, do we have any artists in here? And you said, quote, whoa! Yes, your resume looks good. Do you think you'd be a good fit here? Oh! Any chance Logan beats this guy up after the show? So, realistic art, what's your name? Allison, nice to meet you. Let me ask you a question. When people find out you're an artist, I'm guessing they say, oh, you're an artist? I cannot even draw a, what? A stick man, that's it. Everybody says that. If you tell that joke, just know it's not funny, and we're not gonna laugh at it, right? Everybody tells it all the time. So I started wondering, what do people say when they meet somebody with a different profession or hobby? Like, hello, sir, what's your name here? Brock. Brock, it's nice to meet you. And you're a professional accountant. Great. I cannot even count a stick man. Hello, sir, what's your name here? Mark, nice to meet you. And you're an acupuncturist. Wow. I cannot even stick man. To be clear, this is for my wife. This is not directed at you, cameraman. Just so I wanted to... This is for... Oh, so. Sir, what's your name here? John, it's nice to meet you. And you're a truck driver. I cannot even drive a stick, man. Sir, what's your name here? Robert. Oh, and you're a male model. You look like a stick man. I cannot even draw you. Hello, sir, what's your name here? Chad. Chad, nice to meet you. And you're a congressman. I could do that. I actually have a healthy respect. I just like that joke. I have a healthy respect for people in authority and things like that. And I know it's a difficult job, but one time you come to expect in these shows a certain amount of laughter per joke. And one night I was in Iowa, and the room when I told that joke, they went bananas. Like I had never heard before or since any joke I've ever told. So after like 5 minutes, finally somebody goes, he ran for Congress, he can get it. You didn't, did you? All right. So, let's see here. Ladies, there's basically two types of men in the world. There are the men who start to go bald, and they embrace it. They just let it fly. Like Michael Jordan, and I think he got it right. The other type of man will spend all his time, money, and resources to make it look like he's not going bald when we all know he's going bald. So I knew a roommate back at Auburn University. He did not have much hair, and he got gel, and he spiked the few hairs that he did have. Looks like Gideon's army. There's only about 300 of them up there, but they got a lot of attention. My cousin uses Rogaine, true story. He woke up in the middle of the night with a sore throat, and he reached in the dark for his throat spray. You just let me get to it. He grabbed the Rogaine and said, psst, psst. He's still bald. But his throat looks like Chewbacca. If If you ever open a balcony, look down and see if you can find somebody from above with a comb over. From above, his head will look like a big shiny barcode. So if you have a comb over and you're in Target, you better not bend over the self-checkout aisle. The screen says half off. Back at Auburn, the first time I ever had to have roommates, there were 3 of us gentlemen, and there were 2 roommates. So 2 of us had to share the same bathroom. And this boy, well, let's see, what was your name, sir, again? Josh. All right, well, I'm not super interested anymore. However, his name was Nathan, and you look a little similar. You look a little, I don't know, a little more spry than he did, but he was a nice guy. Just follow me, Josh. Don't look at me so condescendingly. How dare you, sir? So, don't take this personally, but I hate you. So, are you listening, Josh? Okay. So, dear Josh, well, Nathan, he put his toothbrush in my toothbrush cup, and he had his own toothbrush cup. Like, he didn't need to put it in it. So, his toothbrush cup is empty, and my toothbrush cup has 2 toothbrushes, my toothbrush and his toothbrush. Do you see what I'm tracking? Okay. So, just respond so I'll know that what you're... No, don't talk back, Josh. Just... So Josh, whenever he was going, I got a Post-it note and I wrote, "Dear sir, please kindly remove your toothbrush from my toothbrush cup." And I put it up on the mirror. I thought that would be the end of it, right? Right? No, it wasn't, because guess what he did? He took down the Post-it note and he drew a picture of little muscular, like flexing arms, and he taped them to his toothbrush, and then he laid my toothbrush out flat so it looked like his toothbrush had knocked out my toothbrush. Oh, no, you don't. So whenever he was gone, I took off the little flexing arms and I taped on 2 little scrawny Q-tip arms, and then I snapped one of the Q-tips, homeboy. So he got dental floss and he hung my toothbrush from the towel rack. So whenever he was gone, then I gave my toothbrush a sharp kitchen utensil, and I laid his toothbrush in a pool of ketchup. So. And then he stopped up the water in the sink, and he put my toothbrush face down in the water, and his toothbrush was just peering over the ledge. So then I started up a Facebook page for my toothbrush, and I did not put his toothbrush on any form of social media, so it looked like his toothbrush didn't even have a life. I have fuzzy arms. Mark, just nod your head so you can see. I don't have like large arms like Logan, but I got furry man arms. So one time, my mother-in-law bought me one of those little metal expandable bracket watches. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the little kind that does this. It pinched my arm here like crazy, and I didn't know what to do. So the only thing I could think of, I went to the restroom when they weren't looking, and I shaved a 3-inch bald band around my left arm. When my wife noticed, she said it looked like a Sasquatch had wrist surgery. So I did the only logical thing. I shaved my entire left arm so I wouldn't look stupid. Whenever I crossed my arms, it looked like an albino snake was suffocating a fuzzy caterpillar. When I went to work and we had a vote, I raised both of my hands. Everybody thought it was 2 different people. I have 3 little girls now. One is sweet, one is quiet, the other one's Kayla. I told them the story about David and Goliath, and they didn't say much for like an hour. I was about to walk out the door to go do a show, and when I told them the story about David and Goliath, I picked up their little blankie and I twirled it around just so they could get a visual for what the slingshots looked like, you know? So I was about to walk out the door to go do a show. One of my little girls comes up, she said, "Daddy, please don't go." I said, "Sweetheart, I gotta go. I gotta go do a show." That girl picked up the blankie, walked up to me, and said, "I will kill you." I was 2 steps from an airplane. I was about to fly from Atlanta to Boston, and my phone rang, and I picked it up. Wouldn't have answered for anybody else, but it was my wife, and I said, "Sweetheart, I can't talk right now. I'm 2 steps from the airplane." She said, "Let me just tell you," I asked our sweet little girl, "Do you want to pray for Daddy to have a safe trip to Boston?" She said, "No. Let's pray Daddy has a safe trip to heaven." I understand my sweet daughter was trying to be innocent and sweet, but why did my wife call and tell me that? This is the part where I make like a chastising look at my wife. I love you. So, I live in Auburn. We don't get to make too many basketball games, but we're doing pretty well now. And so we got free tickets to go to the game, to a basketball game. And the only thing that's better than watching the actual game is the funnel cake. Have you had funnel cake at a sporting event? It's amazing. So the reason why we take free tickets is we're on a budget because I'm a school teacher. And so I go up to the concession stand, and I was so disappointed. It said it was $7 for a funnel cake. $7. I knew my wife would kill me if I spent $7 on a funnel cake. So I was very disappointed, and I said, "You know what, I'll just take 2 Cokes." And so the guy, when he's handing me the Cokes, he slides them too near the edge, and one of them spills on my lap. True story. So now I look like a grown man who can't control himself. I don't know scientifically when you're supposed to be potty trained, but it's before you have a beard, I can tell you that. So I'm standing there looking like I have no self-control, and he feels terrible, but it is his fault. And he's like, "Sir, I'm so sorry. Tell you what, how about I'll give you 2 free Cokes?" I said, "I want a funnel cake." He did it. Here's a little song I like to sing to my daughters, and then I'm going to get out of here. You guys have been so much fun. Let me get my little guitar, and we're going to do a little thing, and we're going to get it. What did you just say, heckler? I'll tell you what he said. It's little. He's from Alabama. He don't know big and little yet. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm, he had a random conglomeration of arbitrary vowels, E-I-E-I-O. With an E here and an I there, another E, another I, then comes a random O. Old MacDonald had a phonics problem, E-I-E-I-O. He probably went to the University of Alabama. And on that farm, he had a bird, E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here, there. Must have been a penguin. And on that farm, this time it was a regular bird. It wasn't like a flightless bird this time. It was a feathered bird, like maybe a pigeon or a dove, or like one of those little blue speckled E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there, here, there. It was a dead bird. This part of the show has been brought to you by Chick-fil-A. And on that farm, he had a comedian who had roughly 22 seconds left to fulfill his contract with Dry Bar Comedy, E-I-E-I-O. with a blah blah here and a blah blah there, here blah there blah everywhere blah 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 here and a blah blah there, here blah there blah everywhere blah 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 here and a blah blah there, here blah everywhere blah blah. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Thank you guys very much.